What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. We've dug out an old set to give it a go. We've dusted it off and we're going to combine it with some newer equipment that we've got in the game. I pulled out my chatterbox because everyone's fed up of hearing about Ouroboroses, and the chatterbox is completely accessible to absolutely everybody. Now, if you've got an Ouroboros, you would probably be better running that in this build, but the chatterbox does bring the no reload aspect to this build as well, which is actually really nice. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and consider joining the channel if you are enjoying my Division 2 content. Say hello if you catch me in Countdown. It's been great meeting everyone that watches the channel. And let's get straight into it. So we're just at Federal Emergency Bunker, and this is where we're going to try it out. We're going to put it on Heroic. We're going to shoot a bullet. And what we're going to do is use the Banshee Pulse right at the beginning to get our stacks on the chatterbox, and then hopefully that will be good for us needing to reload.
Proceed with caution.
Now, this set has been out forever, or one of these sets has been out for absolutely ever, and it was kind of the first set in the game to bring on a stacking mechanic. We all know about Strikers, we all know about Hunter's Fury, and and things like that. But this was really early doors that this was a thing. Wow, that was actually really nice. All right, so we'll go and do this resource convoy over here. See what it's like out in the open world. How many stacks? I've only got one stack right now, so we're okay for reloading. So we'll use the same tactic. We'll Banshee and hopefully get four stacks here straight away. I mean, it feels like I'm on normal still. It's a shame they're spawning a bit far away. Banshee's not quite back yet, but we're going to run head on.
Hostile control point nearby.
Hello, Mr. Shotgunner. Well, this thing with not having to reload in the game right now.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Man, I was so careful then not to shoot his backpack and kill myself.
Vital signs critical.
Whoa! Hello, brother. You know, we're not going to cut the content out. I went down. It's a thing. It happens. We all go down in the Division. Back up, please. Thank you. You need to stop interrupting my resource convoy farming. That's what you need to do. Random NPCs. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's really good. And we can damage more than one target at once. Now, in open world, that doesn't play out as well as it does in missions. So I definitely would consider just running this kind of in a mission scenario. Although it does work in the open world. For me, missions is definitely where it's going to be at. So now I've collected my XP, let's get straight back up to the White House. Hopefully you've all got distracted with the Discord ping that popped. And we'll take a look at the build. So there you go. So we're going to run Gunner because we need some survivability. It gives us 10% armor on kill. It's not a lot, but it's enough because we've got some blue armored cores in here as well. Chatterbox or Ouroboros are definitely going to be your go-tos on this. I've got damage to target out of cover on mine. And we get the chatter talent that obviously it speeds up the RPM, making it, kind of competitive with the Ouroboros when it's at 4 and 5 stacks. Obviously, my expertise is less on my chatterbox, but I did want to show that other SMGs were completely viable. And the chatterbox I've been championing now for a while. It's really good since the TU20 buff. We're then running the Ninja Bite backpack with 3 core attributes. Critical hit damage in the mod slot. And resourceful, basically adding 1 to every gear and brand set that you are running. So if you're running 2, it makes it like you're running 3. And if you're running 4, it makes it like if you're running 3, it makes it like you're running 4. So that's what works out with our Negotiator's Dilemma. So Crit chance is easy on this. You don't need any crit chance anywhere when you're running an SMG, because we get 2-piece bonus for crit chance here as well, 15%. And then we get 20% critical hit damage. We then get the hostile negotiations. Critical hits mark enemies for 20 seconds up to 3 marks. When you critically hit a marked enemy, all of the marked enemies take 60% of the damage dealt. Whenever your marked enemy dies, gain 2% critical hit damage, stacking up to 20 times or until combat ends. And this is what I was talking about. This is like an OG stacking set from back in the day, basically giving us a huge extra amount of critical hit damage. Weapon damage, critical hit damage in the attributes and mod slots. Then with the gloves, weapon damage, critical hit damage. Then with the knees, weapon damage, critical hit damage. Then we're going to run some Brazos, going to give us skill haste, skill tier and magazine size, helping us never have to reload. Armor here in the core attribute, I ran out of flags, I can't quite optimize it, but crit damage, headshot damage here, or you can put weapon handling because we don't need any critical hit chance. Critical hit damage and then obliterate, because obliterate's giving you a lot of extra damage. And then we've got the Brazos holster because we can take an extra survivability blue core, crit chance and weapon damage as well. And it's just pretty crazy, it really is. So if we looked at it here, we've got 60% crit chance and 154% critical hit damage. But if we take into account what we can get from here, so whenever a marked enemy dies, gain 2% critical hit damage, stacking up to 20 times. So that gives us an extra 40% critical hit damage. Basically making it 194%, so nearly 200% critical hit damage on this build. And we're actually a couple of percent over on critical hit chance cap. And we also get 80% critical hit damage. Like I said, it's more of a mission build. The open world doesn't work as well with negotiators, I don't feel. But maybe you guys do, depending on how you play. Maybe negotiators is your bag for outside in the open world. But certainly when it comes to missions, when I was running it in Countdown as well with my Ouroboros, it was absolutely fine. And what's crazy about this is you can slap on an assault rifle and still do really well with it. You can slap on an M1A and still do really well with it. You can slap on, a shotgun, a Scorpio, and still do really well with it. Just adjust the crit chance and crit damage to suit whatever weapon you're using. And this is just a good all-round everyday build. I had a lot of fun with it. It's definitely one that I'm going to keep in my repertoire. And yeah, I hope you like it as well, agents. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and consider joining the channel. Let me know what you think in the comments down below about Negotiator's Dilemma, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, agents. Goodbye.